Received some very good feedback in one of the previous videos where we covered the next steps, and people wanted to know, how do you actually follow up with people? What do you need to write to make them move forward? If you haven't watched the previous video, go watch it. I'm going to include the link above. And today we're going to just break down a few things that I do. I'm not saying that it's going to be great or, that's the best follow-up in the world. I'm just going to tell you what do I do to get to results that I want and that I really like. So first thing, let's say you had a successful call with the prospect. You start your follow-up like this. This is going to be the template. Hey, name, it was good to have a conversation today. Here's a sum up of what we discussed on the call. Then you do the sum up, and then you do check out additional materials. This is where you send any deck, any videos, anything that maybe they asked for. Commercials, this is where you describe how the pricing that you discussed with them, or the way of how you want to work with them in the future. And then it's going to be in the next steps, which is the most important part. And this thing comes from, what did you agree on the call? If you didn't agree to anything, this is going to be the main reason why your follow-ups doesn't land you anywhere and you are stuck in the follow-up land. So go and watch the previous video and learn how to frame the next steps so your buyers don't have a choice. They either go to the next step that you propose to them, or they tell you no, which is also good. It's always better to get somebody to tell you no in the beginning than continue following them up for 10 months and then get no from them eventually. So that's going to be the most important thing for you to do. And then once you have sent the first follow-up, and let's say that they didn't come back to you, you can send the second follow-up template. You can say, hey name, what's left on your end before moving forward with the next step that we discussed, or hey name, did you get a chance to do XYZ? And then, by the way, something interesting or relevant popped up. Just try to make your follow-ups not as generic, like, hey, are we good on the timeline, blah blah blah. Just say, hey, are we good on the timeline? By the way, this is the thing that we blah 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 blah. Like, try making your follow-ups more interesting. So the people, they actually, it's kind of like softening your following up, because you want to be strict, you want to be on time, you want to be on the schedule. Sometimes your schedule doesn't meet with the buyers because you need to close customers, you need to close quota, they don't need to do this, and sometimes you can be a little bit pushy. So try to subtly ask people to get back to you on something that you agreed on. And first time that, if you're sending the second follow-up, this means that they didn't get back to you and you just want to get them back on track. And then if they didn't reply after that one, it's okay if you go in DMs with the person that you already discussed, like, and say them, hey, name, are you good on continuing? Because these first two things, ideally, if you send it in the group that you already created with somebody. So on the call, you just ask them for the Telegram handle. If you don't have it already, and then just get a group, invite more team from your end, they invite more team from their end. And then if they didn't reply for these two things in the group, you send them this third follow-up in DMs. If nothing there, this is a red flag. This means that it's a no. So you should already almost forget about this account. That's why you're going to be, strict. And then you're going to send them something like fourth and fifth follow-up. And fourth and fifth follow-up are there to get them to tell you yes or no immediately. So you're going to structure and frame your follow-ups like that way. In the fourth follow-up, it's okay for you to tell, hey, my friend, I haven't received a reply from you. So right now we should do two things. One, and you tell them what you want them to do. What's your ideal next step? And then two, you tell them, we stop the process right now. I close out your file in the CRM and bye-bye. And that's it. And if they reply to you second or first, then you just jump to the next step. If they don't reply anything, you just say, all right, so I guess you're choosing the second, bye-bye. And that's it. And you close the people, those guys, as closed lost. And maybe in the future, you can go and you can talk with your management how to make sure that these deals don't happen. And actually, if this thing is interesting for you, for example, learning the feedback from your management or from more people that have had this problem in the past and now they solved it, watch my next video. So subscribe right now. And the next video, we're going to cover how to implement feedback, from your other peers, from management, from anybody who's advising you on what to do. So, and that's basically it. That's going to be your moving thing. I hope this video helped you. And then last time, this is all different. For example, if the people actually moved in the process and you came to the point where they are telling you, okay, we're going to sign the contract. I got a question from one of my friends. He asked me, okay, Nikolai, so let's say, we signed the contract and they haven't signed it yet. What is the frequency in which we should be following people up? And I tell them that, I usually follow up people daily. So you just be there, just ping people, just ask them what's going on, like, because they agreed to sign, then you just need to be accountable, because you're responsible for managing and moving that account forward. So if you do not know what's happening there, that's your problem of of a sales rep. And it's different school of thoughts. Some people tell, don't follow up people daily, follow up them a couple of times a week, don't be too invasive and all these things. It's really up to your choice. So if you have a contract sent out, you can either follow up daily, you can even follow up like a couple of times per day if that's important for you. That's also okay. Just make sure that you don't break the relationship with the customer. Oh, by the way, one more important thing. I didn't cover how much time to wait. So ideally, the first template you send after you had the first call, ideally in the first 24 hours. Then the second template is going to be depending on what timeline they gave to you. So if they told you, okay, so like, let's say, imagine that you send this on Friday, and then they tell you on Monday, like on Monday, we'll talk with CEO about this stuff. And then it's okay for you to send this thing on Tuesday if they didn't get back to you before. So you're just staying relevant. But if they told you like this is going to be 1 week for them, then send this in 1 week. If they didn't tell you anything, that's bad thing. This means that you fucked up in discovery process, and that's your problem. So figure it out however you want. And if you want to learn how to do it, watch the previous video that I will include in the description, and it's going to be pinned in the first beginning of this video. Now, if you like this video and you want to learn more, you want to continue improving to make more money, that's the most important thing while you are on this channel, consider subscribing and also joining the Web Free Sales Gym chat. We have a private Telegram group where we just sit down and peers that are interested in money making just connect together and we talk about different things. So looking forward to see you there and looking forward to see you a subscriber. It was a great pleasure to make this video for you. See you. Bye bye.